Hello and welcome. This is my 2002 Honda NSX. Now this car is fully upgraded, produces just under 600 horsepower, extremely lightweight, rear wheel drive, which just means it's a ton of fun on whatever circuit you take it on. Now the NSX has always had a special place in my heart. It's always been one of my favorite JDM vehicles, because if you gave me the choice between the Mark IV Supra, the R34 Skyline and the Honda NSX, I'm gonna take the R34 Skyline, but it would be a tough decision, but I'm still gonna take the R34. But I still love the NSX. It's the JDM supercar. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, this was challenging Ferraris and cars of that nature from Japan, and that wasn't really heard of. So the Honda NSX, as you can see, I'm taking around Kyoto driving park, and the car is able to go around corners practically flat out. You are able to step the rear end out for a little bit of fun and control chaos and just have an absolute ball, because with almost 600 horsepower, the minute you put your foot down, you have instant power. You have enough power to get you down straight away at a decent speed. That's why I love it. This car offers everything you need in a vehicle, and it looks good too. What I have is the wide body on it, but with some specially placed stickers to make it look like an actual wide body and not just that the fenders are stretched out. So why are we talking about the Honda NSX today? It's because I've received something special. So in Gran 7 we have the ability to engine swap, and the Honda NSX can receive the engine swap. It's gonna receive the racing engine out of the Group 2 Honda NSX. Now this engine is quite special because it can go in a ton of vehicles. It can go into the Drift Subaru BRZ. That car comes standard with an LS7 with a large turbo on it. So I don't know why you swap that out. It can go into the 1992 model of the NSX. It can go into this one that I'm currently in, and the Muse S2000. So for me, it was a no-brainer on what I was gonna swap the engine into. When we do swap the engine, we are able to reach that 600 horsepower figure, and we also lose over 100 kgs. So starting off on a standard engine that can still be upgraded, this is a good base. Now when I say the engine can be upgraded, that's a bit of a stretch, because with it coming out of a race car already, it's already practically maxed out, except for one thing, and that's a turbocharger. Yes, you can add a high RPM turbocharger, and that will boost this car's power output up to over 800 horsepower, giving this car a power to weight ratio of almost 1. When you have a figure like that, you just know that the car is going to be amazing out on track. Now, there was one thing that I wasn't too happy about when thinking about engine swapping this vehicle, and that is with the standard engine, the car produced such a solid sound whenever you shift it up. It was just such a bah, bah, bah. I don't know why I'm using the sound effects now, but it had such a solid, like, you are banging it into gear, and I love that. And now I thought, okay, I'm actually gonna lose that now when I swap the engine. But luckily, with it being the engine swap out of a race car, we still have the same effect, just with a different tone. And I'm still quite pleased about it. What I'm also pleased about is when you actually do come on Kyoto driving park, when you're coming on the back straightaway, there's actually a rise. So the car sometimes actually lifts its front wheels off the ground, and you're on 2 wheels going down the hill. For me, I always think, oh, that's so fun and cool, but realistically, that isn't the best way to do it. You need all 4 wheels on the ground at all time to just better your chances of getting around the corner. And this car was able to go down the hill on all 4 wheels and just get a perfect entry into the sharp corners ahead. Now I came out of the one turn a little bit badly and I wasn't able to catch the car's slide, end up spinning out. But hey, it just goes to show you, you need to focus when driving this vehicle, because with some vehicles you can drive and you don't really need to focus. It's almost like the car's on autopilot. It just is so predictable that it's not actually fun to drive it, because if you know, okay, the car's gonna do this now, it's gonna do the same thing over and over and over again. Yes, I understand, that's the perfect race car, because you know it's not gonna be unpredictable. You know what the car's gonna do. But from a point of view of you want to have fun with this vehicle, this car allows you to do that. It allows you to still break traction but still set an incredibly fast lap time. In a previous video I made on the top 5 engine swaps of 2022, I listed that my favorite and in my opinion the best engine swap is the Group 1 R26B swap in a Mazda RX-7, and this car is the only engine swap in my opinion that can actually compete with that. Now when it comes to economy, both the Mazda and this NSX are incredibly light on fuel because of the engines. However, I still feel like the Mazda slightly out edges the NSX when it comes to power output. On fuel map 6, the NSX will struggle to reach 300 kilometers per hour, whereas with the RX-7 it exceeds 300 kilometers per hour like it's absolutely nothing. While we're on the topic of economy, I took it on the 30-minute event on Le Mans to just see, are we able to do a no-stop run? And we actually were, and that alone says a lot, because there aren't very many cars that can actually do that. There are some race cars that can't even do that. So having that ability in a street car is a very big bonus, because that means you will be able to use this car for money grinding. Yes, it's always great to find another vehicle to earn some hard coal credits. Now the NSX is incredibly fun. It does everything you ask of it and a little bit more. The NSX is really up there with one of the best engine swaps in the game. Now as I said, it can be swapped into a couple of other vehicles. I am yet to test it out. As I said, I've only received this engine swap one time, and this is what I chose to use it in, and I'm not disappointed. The car does, I'm in love with it. I couldn't be, yes, I am being a bit biased, but this is everything you need of a car in Gran Turismo 7. So with all this being said, hope you guys did enjoy this, and thank you so much for your time. If you have experienced this car for yourself, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.